Hi, this is Bill Kenower, and today I want to talk to you about the three narrative arcs present in every story that you will read and hopefully every story you might write. So the first of the three narrative arcs is the physical arc. For instance, boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy wins girl back. But this also includes every single thing the boy does and says, every single thing the girl does and says, and every single person the boy and girl meet and everything they do and say. In short, this is every single thing that happens in the story. Everything. This is the physical arc. Strangely, this is actually the least important arc in the story because every single thing being done and said is being done and said by a person. And people don't do things in a vacuum. What they do and what they say, these actions they take, are a product of their motivation, of what it is they want and don't want, what they are trying to learn, what they are trying to get, what they are trying to avoid and achieve. And so this brings us to the second arc, the emotional arc. And so we see that as the boy begins by feeling inadequate, and the boy meets the girl and misrepresents himself to gain the girl's approval. And then he loses the girl when she discovers his duplicity, but the boy asks the girl to accept him as he is, and the process accepts himself. But of course, there isn't just one emotional arc. Each character has their own emotional arc. And so the girl also feels inadequate. And the girl believes whatever the boy tells her, so she will feel impressive while dating him. The girl feels ashamed at appearing so desperate and so dumps the boy, and then at last the girl accepts the boy as he is, and in the process accepts herself. That's the emotional arc. And every character in a story you're writing or you're reading will have one of these arcs. Either they will learn something or they won't learn something. They will go through their emotional ups and downs. But even these arcs, the physical and the emotional arcs, are beholden to and exist within the tent of the third arc and the most important arc, the intentional arc. This is the glue that holds the story together. This is the reason the story is told. And this guiding principle is what allows the author to select the characters that will be in his or her story, helps the author select what choices they will make, what it is they desire, what they will get and what they won't get, and what they will do and say. There's a lot of things in the world a writer can choose from. A writer needs to limit their choices in order to tell a story. And the intentional arc, the gift that the writer is trying to give the reader, allows the writer to focus those choices. And so we see the story, what we call the story, really exists beneath the surface of events, of what is happening. And in this way, the study of literature, what we call the study of literature, of fiction, is really a practice in seeing deeply into life. And in my experience, the deeper we can see into life, the more, the wiser we are, the more compassionate we are, the more empathetic we are. And so hopefully, when we study literature, we practice this deeper perception. Now, on a practical level, of the three arcs, certainly the most difficult to understand and to teach is the third, the intentional arc. And so for that reason, I have created three videos teaching, first of all, explaining what it is, what the intentional arc really is, going into a little bit more detail, and also giving some assistance for teachers as to how they could teach their students to understand it and to use the idea of the intentional arc to understand literature. And you can watch those videos right now if you click on the link right there. There it is. So until then, keep reading, keep writing, and watch for more videos from me about writing and reading and teaching and living. Thanks.